Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. If this is your first time stopping by, I hope you decide to like and subscribe and click the notification bell, and then come back and check out some of the other content that I have on my channel. As you saw from the title, this is a DIY for a paper bag junk journal. I have done this before, and I think I have a playlist for that, but I just wanted to show you again. I just want to try to include more DIY content, especially for things that are going to enhance, um, your personal time alone or with the Lord. If you're, because I do devotions every single morning, and I made one of these for my prayer journal. So I just wanted to demonstrate how easy it is. Now, junk journals are just things that are made from what it sounds like, junk. I'm going to be doing this one, and I'll get to the demo in just a second, out of pieces of brown paper bags from the grocery store. And this is a SeaWorld. This was from, I think, Busch Gardens. I got a bag from there. You can see this is from Aldi. So these are just paper bags that I cut up that I'm going to reuse. I like the feel of it. They're sturdy. And the cover will be made from a gift bag that I got at the Dollar Tree. So I don't make these super thick. This is what these pages together folded in half is what they call a signature. So you can do several. There are 7 sheets, which make 14 pages, which I think is more than enough for just, you can make it as a travel journal or whatever else. And I'm going to demonstrate how I do it. I am not precise by any stretch of the imagination. So those of you who are, I know this will probably drive you nuts. I apologize for that, but I just like to jump in and get things done, trim it up as I go. You can be, of course, more precise with this if you like, and use cutters and measuring and all that. I do a little bit of that, but not too much. And again, with the hiccups, as soon as I get on camera, I start doing the hiccups and the swallows. I don't know. I don't feel nervous, but maybe subconsciously I am. Okay, I'm going to pause it and turn the camera around so you can then watch what I'm doing. I think I've assembled all of my tools that I need. I'm attempting to make these with just the things that I have gotten from Temu. And if I don't have enough, I think I have enough, but if I don't have enough of that, then I will go into some other scraps and things that I've had on hand, because y'all can see back there, I got a ton of stuff. So anyway, let me pause this and turn it around. Okay, here's my 7 sheets of paper bag. You see there's no precision at all. I just kind of cut them out in a general idea, using each one to measure the next, and some I just got off, and I didn't use my slicer. My paper slicer I was using, or paper cutter, I was using scissors, and so that kind of threw things off. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. Wrinkle is good. But I've put these in place here because when I make the holes, if you have a hole punch that reaches this far, let's see. We'll go from this end. It's about 6 inches to the middle, about 5.5 inches for this inner sheet. If you've got a paper hole puncher or a stapler that reaches that far, good. There is no right or wrong way to connect these pages to each other, in the middle. You could hole punch like I'm going to do, but I'm going to use hand manual tools like this, widen the hole, and then thread my yarn. You can see it peeking up here. You can use anything. You could use whatever you want to secure that. Gluing would be one step, and then, you would just have to leave it that way until it dried in the morning, or however long it would take you to, let me see, this looks a little crooked. Is that, okay, that seems better on my end. Anyway, so I've got my scissors, I've got my glue, I do have a paper cutter if I need it. I've got my string. I even have the beautiful gift bag that I want to use for the cover, and I wanted to make sure, and I actually have enough here for 2, if you'll see. I'm going to flatten this open, and hopefully, yeah, you see some of that cream color with the gold dots on it. So let me show you how I do this. I'm just going to do 2 holes. And I thought I had all my tools. Hopefully you guys can follow along and see some of this. This is just going to be a center. See, I just kind of gauged if you guys want to measure. You could do 3, but this is about a 3-inch approximately in the middle of the book. So I'm going to take, this is not a spiky thing. This is, what do they call this? You know, I can't think of the name. Wait. Oh, an embossing tool. Okay. So this is the same thing. This is the embossing tool from the Dollar Tree. You know, when you want to crease a paper in order for it to create a fold line, this is the thing that you would use. I'm going to use the fine end of this embossing tool from the Dollar Tree. And yeah, there we go. That should penetrate through, and then I will follow with this. And then I do have like this plastic orange stick to make the hole broader so that I can successfully get my yarn through without unraveling it. So let's, and these of course are to keep the papers in place. Okay. It doesn't take a whole lot. All right. Okay. And you can see the hole there. Okay, and then I'm going to widen the hole with this. Okay. And this just makes it easier for me when I am putting the yarn through. Now I could cut this out and put the holes through this and have the yarn as is in my original prayer journal. But I'm not going to do that. I want to glue the cover inside so that it's not torn. I just want to create a different look and see how that goes. That'll be the last thing I do, which is why I'm not doing it right now. Okay, so I'm going to create, and let me see if I can use my embossing. You know what? Let me go through this in too. Okay, all right. And see, even if you get tears like this, that doesn't matter because you're going to be gluing paper over the surface of this. Okay. And if you have any ideas of things that you do that are creative, there we go. See, that goes right on through. You know what? I think I'm going to go through this a couple of times just to make it really strong. And then I may go in and actually add some glue to the spine areas of this. Okay. Yeah, I want this to be good and strong. Because, you know, it's paper, guys. It's paper. Paper can rip. So, yeah. Oops, excuse me. Now, at this point, you could, I'm just going to leave it there at that. Where's my scissors? There they are. At this point, if I wanted to add charms to this, you know, just to create some dangles or like a bookmark, you know, you can absolutely do that. And I think I will. Oh, I hear my husband. He's home. We're supposed to be going to the gym. I didn't know he'd be coming home this early. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to tie a knot here. All right, good. He's home and he's happy. I'm still debating this. I'm not going to cut this quite yet because I may, you know, like secure this down in some way so that I have a way to, you know, like create a bookmark. But there's no wrong way to do this, which is what I love so much about doing these. You can get creative. These would be great to put something together like this for a gift as we're coming up on the holidays. But there's the first signature. Now, if you wanted to make a larger journal, not just like for a small prayer journal, but a much bigger journal, travel journal, or even just a journal for somebody to write on, you can make several of these and then glue them together in the book, 2 or 3 of these, and then that would be a much bigger. Yeah, you see that? Now, my next goal, let me move some of these tools aside. My next goal is to cover the pages so they look pretty. I like them pretty. You could use anything for this. This could be, you know, pages from a wrinkled old gift bag you're not going to use anymore. Magazine pages. It could be pictures from a calendar. Of obviously scrapbook paper, newspaper, maps, anything like that you can use. I am going to be using the things that I've gotten from Temu. So hopefully I have enough things in here that I can do that. And I have some more over here. This looks like it'll have more of the paper kind of things I'm looking for. I have some of this waxy paper. There are some things in here that are not Temu. Let me get those out. Okay. But if I don't have enough Temu stuff, oh, see, this is really pretty. This deco paper, I'll be using that. I'm very much into florals. So here's the whole stack of that. I just like the way this you wouldn't have to use. Well, I mean, you could over. It's got a nice waxy kind of feel. I don't know if I'm going to use that yet. And then I've got these. These are stickers. Definitely embellishments I can use. Look at these. Oh, nice. Now, I may have plenty of those. I don't know if I have enough like background paper. Oh, wait, maybe I do. Okay. This right here is definitely something I could use. Very nice. Love it. But yeah, now these have very nice graphics on them, and you definitely would want to have, oh, there's a couple of those in there. You know, if you wanted to use this imagery, but where am I going to write? Right? You could cut this out, or I could put, you know, a journaling piece right here, which it looks like I may have to. Oh, I love these. Look at these, vintagey. Lots of horses. Looks like there's double sheets, which I really love and appreciate. Okay, so I'm glad to know I have these. These could be used as a background page that I would, you know, put something like this, but see how much it covers? That way I could cut this out and maybe, you know, put that down. Or cut this out and just put that on the page of one of these that doesn't have, you know, like put that here, just that image there, and then you have all that brown paper that they could write on. So it takes some creativity, but all right, these papers are good. Okay, and then there's that. I have these also. Okay, you can look here on the back and see. Okay, they do have some of these right here. Let me open this one to see how big those journaling pages are. And then there's the one in pink also. Oh, I love this. See? These were from Temu. Oh yeah, these aren't super big. These are small, but it's a place where you could, oh, there's more. Okay, stickers. Okay, there's a couple of bigger spots. And then they have these really nice vellum kind of pages. And then this is a wonderful envelope that matches this exactly. So if you wanted to put photographs or different things in the prayer journal, private prayers you don't want anyone who could generally pick up and look at. I mean, if they went rifling through, they'd find it, but this is a good place to tuck some things in that remind you, just in any journal. And what's this here? Okay, these pages are big. Okay, all right, so I got some good backgrounds. See, in this, you know, if you had this on a page, just this right here, very nice. Or like this. Well, no, not like that, because it would have to be like that. But if you wanted a journaling spot, you could put that there and surround it. Sometimes the backgrounds can get a little busy, so I don't want them to be too busy. I do have some other, let me check some others, because I may have to go into my my paper stash and just find some basic plain background papers that are not too busy. And we'll see what I have. Oops, I don't want to lose that. Okay. See what else we have here. Let me move this to the side. Y'all listen to my ramblings. I probably should have had all this. See, this could be used in a junk journal. And these are like newspaper. These will make good backgrounds. Find the ones that, like, see, look at this one. That one would be good for a prayer journal. And we'll save that. But these are supposed to be like, you know, that's the only one that looks like it fits for what I'm thinking. Okay. Some pretty stickers. Yeah, and I just might have to go to I've got all kinds of these beautiful little stationery sets that have all that in there. But I don't think I've got... These are from Temu also. See, these will be perfect for... Let me find one that I'm looking at. Oh, look at that. Very pretty. Shrinking it. Cutting this out. You know, fussy cutting that along that edge. Maybe even gluing it to cardstock, but covering up just that little bit down here in the corner. Finding a smaller image to cover just this here, and you would have all this journaling stuff there. But I see that I probably am. I've got tons of stickers and little things like that, but not enough background papers to really cover the whole thing. So hold on just a second. All right, I did find some, these were scrapbook pages that I had cut apart. These would be great. I could trim them down, you know, for filling in background and then adding embellishments. These were actually napkins decoupaged onto an envelope. I think those would be pretty. They're strong. And then these are some others. And this is a tablet of plain background papers that I have that I definitely want to use. Let me grab some of these. Now keep in mind, it doesn't have to cover the whole length, because I like that brown unless there's a lot of black writing that's distracting, because you have all kinds of things you can add. But I want to create pages with journaling spots so that people can write down their thoughts, their prayers, their words. If you're turning this into a travel journal, just enough space for you to write what you want to write for those areas. So get these stickers and things out of the way. Actually, I may need to leave these where I can reach them so I'm not digging. Okay. Let me reach here and get my paper cutter. And it's okay. See how precise I am? I am not that precise. Okay. And hopefully that won't fall over. I've got it propped up. There we go. I'm just using regular Elmer's school glue to glue this down. You can use craft glue. You can use Elmer's glue, whatever you want. Okay. Going to cover this. And you may after a while have to go back and kind of glue down corners again, especially if you're using it a lot. You know, if you're making this as a gift for someone else, definitely be careful and make sure it's something nice that they're going to enjoy and like. But I like the artsy, you know, kind of free-form way of not measuring. And let me put that raggedy side, although some people might like the raggedy ripped edges instead of, you know. Okay, so that covered up the words but also gave a nicer surface for journaling. And then for the lower corner, oh, that bird is pretty. Now keep in mind, this is the spine, so I'm going to want whatever I put to be into this corner. Or I could do something up there. Trims or embellishments. Let's see. Temu has such great stuff. Oh, look at these. Great stickers. Oh, with the butterflies. Very nice. Okay. Got these. These will make great little... See, if I wanted to, I could glue that. I think I am going to glue that up there. I love vintage, and this really, everything here definitely has a little vintagey look to it, feel. And then I do want to add a few little extra embellishments. Maybe something down here like I was saying before. You see if I have something already cut out or a nice big sticker. Let's try these. It's not punching quite enough the way I want it to. I'm sorry. loosely fussy cut. This is not true fussy cut by any stretch of the imagination. You can save those butterflies for something else. Okay. I'm just looking to see if there's a sturdier piece so I can almost create like a tuck spot here for you to put a prayer card or scripture, or even I'm not totally loving that. What about that? Maybe this is why it takes me so long to get it done, because I'm making all these decisions about what I want to put there. Okay. I may do a go live in the group. What do you guys think about that? Work on my junk journal live on Facebook. I've never gone live on Facebook. I mean, live on YouTube. I've done live on Facebook before. I did it all the time when I was a Pampered Chef consultant. I had to demo foods and dishes and different things like that. Okay, I like the way that looks. And that gives lots of space. And I'm not going to turn that into a pocket. I'm just going to glue that down. There we go. See, up here you could write your name and do stuff. It says that on there. This is supposed to be a journal where people can write things in. So, and this will be the spine where the cover is. And when we do the cover, that'll be the last thing I do because I want to glue it in. Okay, coming over here. Do you see how it kind of overlaps a little bit? If you do not like that, this is the time you can take care of that. Is this the right thing? Yeah. And so you could, look at me knocking everything. You could trim things up as you go. And of course, if the page is crooked and you're like, oh, I need that to be a little straighter, this is where you can do it. There. Problem solved. I don't expect perfection in myself or others. So you can trim up the pages as you go. Now for this right here, if you wanted to, you could take, I'm just saying, a page that's this big and overlap it both pages. You see what I mean? I actually may do that with this wax because it, and then this is where you would have to create pockets because you can't really write on that wax. But it would also further strengthen the spine because that would be glued down. I don't know if I'm going to do that with this though. This one does create journaling spots. And then that gives you room to add things here on the side, or you could come here. See what I mean? Look at me being indecisive and feeling the pressure because my hubby's over there on the other side waiting for me to finish, which I'm going to do. My goal is to do at least 45 minutes to an hour on this. Would it look okay like this? Would that look okay? So there's a little bit on both sides. Right. All right, well, let me use this liquid glue. Let me stick that in there. And then also do some glue. This can be one of those things you go back later, oops. And I need to find something to glue down there real quick. Just put this directly on the paper, shall we? Okay. That string is going to be a problem. Okay. Like I said, I am not the best crafter, but I like doing creative things anyways. And so, let's see. I'm just going to glue this down like that. And then let me bring it in here. Oh, no, I'm using my scissors. See that? Did y'all see how that moved? I'll trim it up later. So we have our first page. I haven't done anything really spectacular yet. Let me go ahead and find some. This is where I think I could put, yeah, I like that. Let me stick that in that corner. And it's okay for me, it doesn't bother me. I like seeing the brown paper come through like up here. Okay. But I do want to create a pocket of sorts. On this side, since I have, oh, that sticks out a lot, doesn't it? Oh, no, it doesn't. Well, we have to make sure that the cover covers past this place, which I think there's pretty enough room there for it. I do want to create like a triangular pocket in this corner. So let me go ahead and actually, I wonder if this would be, nope, that covers too much. This is what I wanted. Okay. I wanted this. So the question is, oh, I think I like that. This is the packaging. This is the packaging that it came with. I love that they have neat things printed on the inside. I can use this and then I have this to use later. So when you're creating a pocket, the point is to only glue down the edges around the outside of the perimeter. This is going to be like a corner pocket, keeping in mind that you may have to do some trimming. Actually, for this, I don't think so. Here it is over here. You could use hot glue for this too if you wanted. I may have to stop here after this. Okay. And again, the more precise you are, the less you'll have to alter it. This will get trimmed, this little bit down here. I may trim, I may not. I may just leave it looking all fun. And let me see if there's any. Flowers, where are those flowers that I had before? Maybe put one of those on. Let's see how that looks. Or maybe up here. Let's do it up there. And then there's all this space to journal. There will be a space here for them to put a card or something. I'm trying to get these stickers off. Sometimes my fingers do not cooperate. Do any of you have any of these Temu crafting items? I know Leslie's a crafter. There we go. Okay, and you guys get the idea that once it's dry, you'll have smaller, you know, like index cards to stick there where you could have your prayer at the name of, you know, whatever it is you want. And this is a prayer journal, so I'm always going to refer to someone you're praying for, pictures of people you're praying for, prayer lists, answers to prayer, whatever you want. But this right here, the only thing glued is this edge here and this edge here. And then you'll have a great place that you can tuck something in, but you have all this space here to journal. And I can also do something up here. You could glue lace on the edges if you wanted to. I might do that just on the cover. But you guys see how that goes. And then you got to make sure your glue isn't dripping and causing the other pages to stick together as that one was. This, I think, would be a great way to use the glue. This right here is literally plain. All I would need to do would be to add a couple things, but I think I want to do a nice big pocket on that side, but I'm going to be careful because I've had a few instances where things got stuck together. I'm going to give this a quick little trim. Okay. Like I said, precision isn't really a thing that matters too much to me, not when it's something that I'm going to be using all the time. But make sure there's no glue coming out on the edges there. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3 pages in this done already. And let me just see if I can do this right here, and then we'll stop it for today. 14 pages altogether that we're going to be decorating. So these cute little tags you could use to write scriptures on, or once again, it's all in the same color family. So I saved this for this background. This was a Dollar Tree sticker. This is a scrap. I can use this as a nice stiffener for a pocket, which is what I think I'm going to do for this. So, yeah. Do you see the glue that's gotten on the edge of that? Yeah, I need to leave it open so that it doesn't. And I have so many scraps, it doesn't bother me to cut this off and throw that away. I don't consider that to be wasteful. Okay. All right. Since there's glue on the edges there, I'm going to make this a corner triangular pocket. And you do that by just lining up edge to edge. And now I have two. Like I said, you're welcome to use hot glue. That might make things go a little faster for you. This is running low. I've got another one. Oops. I need to get me some fine line. Okay. And again, I'm going to go through, oops. Oh man, you know why? All that glue from this went through to the other side. Okay. I'm hoping that this will keep the pages from sticking together. Okay, let me wipe my hands. Why is it wipes are perforated? They're supposed to go easily, but when you try to pull one out, 50 of them come out at once. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about wipes that come out the top like this. Who knows? All right, let me put a really pretty image here, a flower stickers. Okay, let me look in this group. Oh, wait. What about one of these? Oh, I like that. Oh, first one. Look at that. These were from Temu also. They looked like a bunch of postage stamps, which I like. Yeah, I like that look. And this is the hard part for me, is getting the sticker loose from that background. There we go. There we go. There we go. I can do about that, except maybe stick something under so they don't touch. I wonder if I can, yep. Okay. All right. I think that's all I'm going to do for that. Okay, that's it. It's 45 minutes. My goal was 45 minutes to an hour. It's a good start. I do plan to go live, in which will probably be a much longer DIY time with you, but stay tuned. Comment below. Let me know if you are planning to make one. In fact, I encourage you to get some materials of your own and craft with me while I'm doing this. See how it slides around? Oh, Lord. I want it to be straight. Maybe I need to start using hot glue. I don't know. I don't know how that would do on a journal, but it's still sliding around. Okay, I'm gonna stick my scissors there to act as a barrier to keep it from gluing down the edge. But that's it for now. I hope you decide to join me in making your own prayer journal out of whatever material you want. I chose the paper bags just because I like to recycle and I like the look of it. It's very vintagey looking, especially since I like using vintage things. But you guys comment below, and bye until next time.